Does reading an entire file leave the file handle open? If you read an entire file with content equals open path /to/ file, r.read is the file handle left open until the script exits? Is there a more concise method to read a whole file?
The answer to that question depends somewhat on the particular Python implementation. To understand what this is all about, pay particular attention to the actual file object. In your code, that object is mentioned only once, in an expression, and becomes inaccessible immediately after the read call returns. This means that the file object is garbage. The only remaining question is, when will the garbage collector collect the file object? In Python, which uses a reference counter, this kind of garbage is noticed immediately, and so it will be collected immediately. This is not generally true of other Python implementations. A better solution, to make sure that the file is closed, is this pattern. Which will always close the file immediately after the block ends, even if an exception occurs. Edit, to put a finer point on it. Other than file._exit_, which is automatically called in a with context manager setting, the only other way that file.close is automatically called, that is, other than explicitly calling it yourself, is via file._del_. This leads us to the question of, when does _del_ get called? A correctly written program cannot assume that finalizers will ever run at any point prior to program termination. This URL, in particular, objects are never explicitly destroyed. However, when they become unreachable, they may be garbage collected. An implementation is allowed to postpone garbage collection or omit it altogether. It is a matter of implementation quality how garbage collection is implemented. As long as no objects are collected that are still reachable, Python currently uses a reference counting scheme with optional delayed detection of cyclically linked garbage, which collects most objects as soon as they become unreachable, but is not guaranteed to collect garbage containing circular references. This URL. Emphasis mine. But as it suggests, other implementations may have other behavior. As an example, Python has 6 different garbage collection implementations.
You can use pathlib for Python 3.5 and above. For older versions of Python, use pathlib 2. Then, this is the actual read_text implementation.
Well, if you have to read file line by line to work with each line, you can use. Or even better way.
Instead of retrieving the file content as a single string, it can be handy to store the content as a list of all lines the file comprises. As can be seen, one needs to add the concatenated methods .strip.split\n to the main answer in this thread. Here, .strip just removes whitespace and new line characters at the endings of the entire file string, and .split\n produces the actual list via splitting the entire file string at every new line character \n. Moreover, This way the entire file contents can be stored in a variable, which might be desired in some cases, instead of looping over the file line by line as pointed out in this previous answer.
If you want to hear more, please subscribe our channel.